This is not made for children. I did my quote for Kappa. And this is your first time in this channel. My name is Retro. I used to review cartoon series, anime series, or something completely random. And today is the question I'm trying to ask that Teen Titans Go is better than Family Guy. Right by now, most of you say, of course, it's a pretty simple answer. I make you kind of stop and think about that question because it's kind of hard to say yeah or no because the quarter of the both shows, Teen Titans Go and Family Guy, because at the end, both shows are sort of crappy and both shows are sort of good, depending on which season you're watching. Especially Family Guy, because the Family Guy did establish they are quarterly show for at least the first 3 seasons. Later on, they stopped caring for some reason and just became sort of trash. I mean, I'm not trying to rant it down and burn it to the ground on Family Guy, but it's kind of hard to not deny they actually were sort of good. In fact, this show was basically trying to mimic the 60s, 70s, or maybe 80s sort of sitcom, like All in the Family, trying to sort of answer sort of question, this is relevant or it's not relevant, this is politically correct or is it not. And that was sort of the point of Family Guy in a way. They sort of give that current togetherness, can we evolve from this? And that's basically was sort of the first 3 seasons, but at least it had a point. It was a directing of that direction of the show till the 4th season came in and just, screw it, nobody cares. But on the other hand, Teen Titans Go was sort of just trying to make you laugh. We don't have a direction. In the fact, the whole point of the show is just sort of roommates living together, and that's the whole show. That's how they drive themselves crazy and do stupid stuff while considering the actions, because there has no repercussions. I think it's one of the reasons why Teen Titans Go has this weird quality control, that some episodes are sort of interesting. Like, for example, you place old sounds with different sounds and see what happens, and surprisingly, it's creative and funny, especially other Teen Titans Go. But to be fair, Family Guy does have sometimes good quality episodes to look back around. For example, let's focus on Quagmire. There's one episode specifically I'm trying to focus on. It's the one he crosses the line, seeing someone undressed in the women's restroom. And they do focus on it at least on the first 3 or 4 minutes and just forget about it. I mean, you have something interesting to say, but you just got scared and decided to change it. And that's like, okay, what was the whole point? I mean, I understand the joke of the end, but it's once more, why even bother? You also have another episode that actually does focus on Quagmire, focus on his sort of compulsiveness to find that woman and to basically have sleep with her. And he does anything he can to do it, but doesn't realize he does too far till he finds someone who is exactly like him, but it's a woman who actually falls in love. But at the end, she does cross the line multiple times to the point that Quagmire thinks about, maybe I should stop doing also that. Maybe this relationship is not working. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to soul search myself on why I keep doing this. And that is interesting and funny. But the only problem is it sort of forces a joke in the very end, ruins everything trying to build into falls apart because they force a joke that is not necessary. It just, I felt we got 2 series, we had to make this funny again and just ruin the episode. And that is sort of weird that they don't trust their writing skills. It's something like that. Besides, Teen Titans Go, however you look at it, it's still bad. The very beginning, very end. At least they know when to stop sometimes. A little bit more often than Family Guy. Not to reflect, it's just like, yeah, that's the joke. I mean, we're horrible people, we just walk away. That's it. That's the whole point. I feel that's one of the reasons why Family Guy fails, especially if focus on all adult content like drugs, sex, violence, politics. But the only problem with this is that they don't know how to execute them. It feels something like Adult Swim, but earlier Adult Swim, not personnel Adult Swim, because you could see this in understand what they're trying to do, but they can never deliver because they don't know when to do it and when not to do it, when to hold back, how to push it super far. And I feel that's the reason why Family Guy felt something juvenile, something like Teen Titans Go. It is, but the difference is Teen Titans Go is juvenile, but does a better job, and that's kind of upsetting in a way. I mean, it's no way to say it. It's like this series, or at least Family Guy, used to be really good, but why Teen Titans Go does a better job? If I have to answer that question, I think because they have at least a 10-minute episode compared to Family Guy, who have a 20-minute episode, and sometimes the idea of Family Guy or whatever they're trying to present is deserving of a 10-minute mark, not a 20-minute mark. And I feel that over the years they have to force to give a good idea for an episode. Falls down to it, they don't know how to do it anymore because they've done everything. Yeah, I think it's basically the second weakest thing about Family Guy is that they don't know what to do. They don't know how to expand the idea because they're forced to do 20 minutes. And I feel they could probably do better in 10-minute episodes like Teen Titans Go. I think that's the strongest thing of Teen Titans Go. They know they're 10 minutes. They have to get out, get in, and deliver the joke. And I feel that's why they're sort of successful, because they don't go super fast, super slow. They're just throw things in the wall to see if it works. And that's why I feel it's one of the reasons why it's so successful, because they don't have nothing to lose. I mean, nobody respects it, only people who enjoy it. I'm sort of ironically enjoyed sometimes, but besides that, I feel that's one of the second greatest strengths of Teen Titans Go, because they know nobody cares about them, so they're allowed to do whatever they want. And I feel that's why it works the most. Their weakness is their strength. And Family Guy has a bar, but the bar is just too high for them anymore. They don't know what to do. They don't use their weakness as their strength, like, or in adult such a manner they can use to make it the show even better, to focus on that. But once more, they sort of failed because the writers just lost interest completely. It's barely obvious. You see any new episode or any old episodes besides the 3 seasons, it just lost interest. And Teen Titans Go never had interest. Once more, it's the reason why the show is long lasting, because they know they can do whatever they want. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this question they're trying to answer. The only thing I need to say is, when you think about this, you think this is the right answer I give for this question? What's your opinion? You think I'm completely wrong? Comment down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.